It's my honor to present Jai Noah Martin with this year's Arthur J. Rooney Courage House Award.
At just 17 years old, Jainoa Martin is already bumping elbows with the likes of Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin and chatting it up with fellow Courage Award recipient, Steelers wide receiver Calvin Austin. Jainoa follows in the footsteps of other high school seniors who've faced incredible hardships. But this award is about so much more.
It's how they have shown up in courage and have given other people hope and have continued to serve and use their life as gifts in the face of that incredible challenge. That's Jainoa.
Putting one foot in front of the other every single day, Jainoa is a young man who likes to have a routine, committing himself to basketball, AP and honors classes, and an internship at a law firm.
My mom instilled in me, just keep going, no matter what.
But things went sideways when COVID reared its ugly head in 2020. Jainoa and his classmates resorted to remote learning, a new kind of challenge.
I liked overcoming it, I guess you could say.
Is it fair to say that you're someone who embraces challenges?
I would say I do.
But there was no embracing what would come in the winter of 2020.
December 2020, I lost my mom and my granddad on the 21st.
At just 47 years old, Jainoa's mom, Nichelle Martin, died unexpectedly. And just hours later, her father, Jainoa's grandfather, Albert, also died.
They say broken heart.
In just one day, Jainoa's whole world tilted off its axis.
For me, it was quiet, I guess you could say. I started tuning things out more. I felt like I was in my head a lot more.
Passing conversations in the hallway took on whole new meanings.
I was hearing people talk about their mom and the parents and stuff like that. And it was hurting a little bit.
It was unimaginable to have a student going through that at that time. I mean, many of our students and many people during that period experienced loss, but that was a particularly unique and acute loss that he experienced.
Head of school, Dr. Stacy Tweedy, is also a teacher at Nazareth Prep, recounting how Jainoa's strength manifested itself in the classroom.
There was one time I subbed his art class as a sophomore, and I was reading a poem and I wasn't sure how he was going to take it. It was a poem, with every goodbye you learn and you learn and you learn, and he just lit up and he said, that's true.
Acutely aware of how much he had lost, Jainoa also knew how much he stood to gain at Nazareth Prep. Described by administrators as polite, respectful, and persistent, he kept putting one foot in front of the other.
Quitting wasn't an option at all.
I said before that he's a model of everyday excellence. No matter what's going on, he shows up and he does his best.
Jainoa Martin, an embodiment of courage and perseverance, ready to respond to the next challenge. Mike Valenti, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.